Africa is a lot more about her people and their relationship with her places. As all important lands, she has her own heroes, her own gods, and her own legends. On the continent's western side lies a country which has witnessed crucial episodes of our world's history. Welcome to what we today know as Senegal. Dakar, its capital city, is a vibrant and welcoming mix of European and African traditions. Its coastline plays an important role for commercial traffic and use of modern means of transportation. The perfect place for one to begin a tour of Senegal's capital is near the city's twin hills. On one of these hills sits the African Renaissance Monument. Unveiled in 2010, the statue was built to commemorate Senegal's 50 years of independence from France. 49 meters high, the monument stands taller than New York's Statue of Liberty. Not far from the statue, on the shore of the Atlantic Ocean, sits the Mosque of Divinity, designed by French and Moroccan architects. Surrounded by a joyful atmosphere, the Grand Mosque was opened in 1964 by Hassan II, King of Morocco, and then Senegalese President Léopold Sédar Senghor. But Senegal's history is, most of all, the history of its people. When in the area, travelers should not miss the chance to visit Gorée Island, UNESCO World Heritage Center and car-free location. The island is known for its role in the 15th to 19th century Atlantic slave trade. Half an hour away by ferry from Dakar, and you'll get to visit several museums and the remains of colonial era which still attract tourists. Amongst them is the House of Slaves and its feared door of no return. The last time slaves would ever see Africa again. Controlled by the Portuguese, the English and the French, this island's architecture is a perfect depiction of the stark contrast between the grim slave quarters and the elegant homes of their traders. Nowadays, some of these houses have become hospitals, schools, or even shelters for people coming from the mainland to find work. The Senegalese also make a living by working at La Crozet, not far from Dakar. It draws its name from the pale pink color owed to its large amount of algae and high salt content. Salt extraction is a predominant activity, along with depositing it on the banks. A woman will carry up to 1 ton of salt per day. For this, she will earn approximately $15. But there is one more reason why this area is attracting tourists. The beach close to the lake used to be part of the Paris-Dakar rally. Nowadays, when visiting the rally's route, you'll find fishermen hiding in the shade of palm trees. The rally kept its fame, but lost its route due to security threats from Al-Qaeda against competitors in Mauritania. Otherwise, one can spend their time in local markets where children help out or even learn the ways of trade. The significant population growth has created a host of issues to the present society of Dakar. Chief amongst them are poor garbage management, low income and limited space. Because of the large number of children, teachers are left with little to no means of providing education to the youngsters. Thus, children end up begging in the streets. When it comes to education, youngsters seek work and do not continue their studies, unfortunately. They must provide for their families. With corruption that attacks us even before we are born, and poorly paid law enforcement, we stand no chance. We have access to tap water, we drink it without any problems, but tourists prefer to drink mineral water. Usually, families here are made up of 15 to 20 people, and we have only one way to gather enough food for all. Each and every one of us brings back home what he or she finds, so we can all have something to eat. So we are fine like this. It's not like in Europe where you live with your family of 2, maybe 3 people. It is quite usual here to feed 15 to 20 people at one table. I live with my mother and father, and we are comfortable like this, as a one big happy family. As a traveler, one picks the roads of this country not only for the touristic aspects, but also for the experiences that lie ahead. Wandering along the village streets will take you to markets where you have the chance to meet locals and observe their daily work routine unfold. Speaking of work, fishing is worth mentioning, as it is the main thing Senegalese people thoroughly do. Early mornings find Lompoul's inhabitants on the seashore, preparing what they call pirogues. These bright-colored boats are used to bring what could be today's meal back from the Atlantic Ocean. It takes a great deal of strength and determination to take such a boat to sea. Although there are over 10 ethnic groups in Senegal, 5 of them are predominant. The largest is Wolof, and it is found in the northwest and the country's center. Senegal has 14 regions, 10 of which continue to illegally practice female genitalia mutilation. Used to control women's sexuality, this tribal practice involves the extraction or complete removal of external genitalia. This is a sensitive topic as it is still being practiced, although it has been banned by law in 1993. The vast majority of the population is Muslim, and religion plays a pivotal role in the Senegalese culture. Yet, freedom of religion is preserved by their constitution. Senegal is therefore open to various religions and groups coexist in harmony. Traveling further inland will take you to Touba, the holy city of Mouridism, the brotherhood of God-sent leaders. Known as the Vatican of Senegal, Touba is a city where everyone is welcome. Being a sacred place, consumption of alcohol and tobacco, gambling, and even music and dancing are completely forbidden. In the heart of Touba lies the Great Mosque, known to be one of the largest in Africa. Beneath its 5 minarets and 3 large domes lies buried Amadou Bamba, founder of the Mouridi Brotherhood. He was considered to be the religious leader of Islam in Senegal. Touba is the homonym for the tree found in the middle of paradise. This symbolic tree represents an aspiration towards spiritual perfection and closeness to God, and the houses found in its proximity were blessed. A holy and independent city, Touba does not rely on Senegal, but on the general caliphate of Moulin. The Islamic religion is moderately practiced in Senegal. We are peaceful people, and all religions from all cultures are welcome here. It is enough to show respect to the city and to the founder of Mouridism, Amadou Bamba Bouake. This is his civil name, but he is also known under the names of Khadimou Rasoul or Serigne Touba, servant to the Prophet, Amadou Bamba was also exiled by the French between 1895 and 1902. He lived in Mauritania until 1927, when his time came and he was called to God. After his death, his two sons carried on his prophecies and built the foundation of today. And in 1939, the Second World War came. Following the death of the first caliph, one of the nephews of Bamba, Sheikh Sidi Mokhtar Bouake, became the second caliph and still leads the Mouride Brotherhood today. Touba is a holy city dedicated completely to the divine cult. I often suggest to our European friends, Americans, people that don't have knowledge, especially to my Romanian friends, to come from Budapest and visit Touba for a few days, along with the religious servants. Even the humor is welcome here, you see. The guide thinks we have a lot in common with Michael Jackson, and it is not music. Senegal reveals a vibrant world, a world we're definitely not used to see every day. Take the Fishermen's Festival in Mbour, for example. Using locally specific means of transportation is the best way to get to the center of the action. This city has an important fishing port lying on the Petite Côte, close to Sali. A cultural melting pot, Mbour serves as an important meeting point for ethnic groups, making it a good tool for touristic improvement. The pirogue contest is in its full swing, but our eyes are drawn to the booming atmosphere that surrounds the entire place. In the name of their Islamic leader, the contest takes place close to the shore and the whole village is there to observe. The feast may begin with the crowd celebrating its winners. Senegal's smaller and better educated sister, the Gambia, is also known as the Smiling Coast of Africa. After spending a while here, it becomes apparent why. Cannabis grows naturally in the Gambia and it has been used as a recreational drug for centuries. Here, life takes place at a more relaxed pace. The activities are touristically intended as tourists from Western Europe often come here to spend relaxing holidays. This gives the locals an opportunity to welcome them with long beaches, crocodile pools, or tropical forests.
How often the crocodiles go out?
No, crocodiles can run 14 kilometers in 1 hour. 14 kilometers in 1 hour.
Jeez.
But they cannot run for more than 2 minutes. Within every 2 minutes, they have to relax. You see, when they're small, they can run fast. But when they were bigger, they become very heavy. So they reduce their speed. Some 14 kilometers in 1 hour, some even 15, 16 or 20 kilometers in 1 hour. But it depends on their size. Because when they're too heavy, they cannot run very quick.
But life here also happens in the Banjul port. This is the place where men go searching for work or an escape ticket aboard a boat off to see the world.
Italiano, però voi non parlate italiano. Io non capire perché. I say you people living near to Romania. It's near to Italy. Why can't you not speak Italian? Romania, Italy, Bulgaria, Yugoslavia, Hungary, Albania, Czechoslovakia.
You are a real traveler, huh?
May I use world map? I don't know in Romania, Constanța, how does it work? Why come and be your stranger? How does it work?
So what do you think? It's a small world or not? Is it a small world out there?
No, a big world.
A big one, huh?
It's not small, it's a big world. Very, very big. I will not be a fool on the road. That's why I used to always react in that manner.
Is it hard life on the ship? Is it hard life to work on the ship?
No, not hard life. It's only You will not keep loneliness, but your first thing is don't think about your home or your madam at home too much. But you look pictures, still you are tired every time.
Yeah.
West Africa is a cultural melting pot. The main thing to aim for when traveling should not be tourism for the sake of tourism, but also gathering valuable life experiences, precious cultural information, and last but not least, human bonding between people from seemingly different worlds.